Shalom, shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites here to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. To speak about the upliftment of Yahweh Shai, which is the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, coming back to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel in its last captivity. Right. True Israelites, which are you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans in the scattering abroad. Right. All right. So first and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Kodash.
It belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to Rocky out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. And what we're seeing here in these last days, there's a lot of men that claim to be in the truth, and they don't move with wisdom. They don't understand. They don't move in the spirit. They don't move with wisdom. And when things start to hit the fan, they're gonna get caught up in it. They're gonna get caught, and their mouth is gonna be open. They're not gonna know what to do. Okay, because they're not really the true watchmen of the Yahweh. Okay, they're really walking blindly. All right. Let me get you know what? Let's start with that. Let's start with Deuteronomy.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and 41. Then ye answered and said unto me, we have sinned against the Lord. We will go up and fight according to all that the Lord our power commanded us.
This is Moses speaking to the children of Israel. All right, go ahead.
And when ye had girded on every man his weapons of war, ye were ready to go up into the hill. And the Lord said unto me, say unto them, go not up, neither fight, for I am not among you, lest ye be smitten before your enemies.
Right, so the Lord told him, don't go up and fight because I'm not with you. What you're doing is not in the spirit. Okay? So guess what? These people are going to go there to this protest, these Palestinians and so on and so forth, and they're trying to round two and all this nonsense. Guess what? The Lord is not with that. Okay? The Lord is not with that. So they're making a mistake. That's what we tell them, listen, man. In this time, if something happens, in the heat of the moment, you got to defend yourself. But when it comes to the after effect, you let it be, man. Let y'all bash you down, shots secure. You see? But you guys are going to go do something that's going to get you caught up, man. All right? And if something pops off, I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen, man. Go ahead. Whether it be that day or whether it's something that leads up, that stems from that, man. Right?
Verse 43, so I spake unto you, and ye would not hear, but rebelled against the commandment of the Lord, and went presumptuously up into the hill.
Right, so you rebelled against the commandment of the Lord, which came from who? His prophets. The commandment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai comes from the prophets of the Lord, man. And we are those prophets, man, telling you exactly what's going to happen before it happens, man. Right? So if they don't want to listen, they don't want to take heed, that's their problem, man. You want to do the opposite of what the prophets say, well, there's a consequence for that, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let me read the first chapter. Okay? Around the last verse. See? That's why Jakes went into captivity in the first place. He wasn't listening to the prophets. You want on that?
It reads on, verse 44, and the Amorites which dwelt in that mountain came out against you and chased you, as bees do, and destroy you in Seir.
Right, and those were heathens. But guess what? They chased us because what? Whichever simple-minded Jakes went up to fight, okay? They chased them because what? They were not in the spirit of the Lord. The Lord wasn't with what they were doing. Right? The scripture, get me where the scripture says, if the Lord be with it. Okay? Go ahead.
Even unto Hormah, verse 45, and ye returned and wept before the Lord, but the Lord would not hearken to your voice.
He didn't even listen to the weak, man. Because you weren't listening. You were moving like Esau, bro. You didn't listen to instruction, man. You weren't moving in the spirit, right?
Nor give ear unto you. So ye abode in Kadesh many days, according unto the days that ye abode there.
Right. So if you get messed up in the situation that happens between you and those Palestinians, the Lord's not going to hear your cry. Oh, avenge me, my enemy. What do you mean avenge you? I told you not to go up. I had the men of the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down tell you, listen, don't go up. But you wanted to do what you wanted to do. Right? Got that?
This is Judith 5 and verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against his people, and they sin against their power, let us consider that this shall be their ruin. And let us go up, and we will overcome them. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them.
Right, because the Lord's going to defend you if you do the right thing. The Lord's going to defend his people if they do the right thing. But the ones that are not doing the right thing, they're not going to be defended. You're going to be out there on your own, man. Right? Go ahead.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their power be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
See, the ones that are going to be defended are the true men of Yahweh Shem Shai, the true servants. Not those ones that are pretending to be servants, but going their own way. Okay? The true servants, the true ones that are truly obedient to the order of Yahweh Shem Shai, and the men that he set up, those are the ones that are going to be defended. Okay? Is it on that? All right. What you got?
This is Baruch 1, verse 21. It says, nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, according to all the words of the prophets whom he sent unto us. But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart, to serve strange gods and to do evil.
Read it again, bro.
This is Baruch 1 and verse 21. It says, nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, according unto all the words of the prophets.
According to the words of the prophets. When you hear about they went and entreated of the Lord, they were speaking to the prophets. They were speaking to the seers, man. All right? Sometimes, you know, if you're on a high enough level, you can check out the Urim and Thummim. But you have to be on a certain level. The majority of the people, where did they go? They went to the prophets, man, to inquire of the Lord, man. And it's the same thing in this time. You have to come to the prophets of Yahweh to see what you ought to do, man. Okay? But if you're not listening, you're not taking heed, you're not following the Spirit, the Spirit flows. Okay, one brother will do a video, and then brother won't even watch it. I won't even watch the video, and the brother did the same video on the same topic I did the video. Okay? Like that whole don't use the name DTA. Which don't say DTA no more. I was probably the first brother to made a video on that I've seen, and then another brother came with that, and he probably didn't even see my video. You understand what I'm saying? But it's the flow of the Spirit, man. And we're in those times, man, where you better be plugged in, man. Okay? Because if you're not plugged in, and you go and do something that's outside of the Spirit, that could be the end of you. You want that?
Well, it says, until all the words of the prophets whom he sent us. But every man followed the imagination of
their imagination, what they wanted to do. Okay? Go ahead.
The imagination of his own wicked heart, to serve strange gods and to do evil in the sight of the Lord our power, Yahweh Shem.
Right, and to do evil. What's evil? The sin of witchcraft, which is rebellion, man. That's evil, man. When you rebel against the word of the Lord, that's evil right there. And that's why there's examples of prophets and different men who did good acts, but then they want to rebel, and what happened? They got put to death. They got put straight to death. You say, oh, why did the Lord put him to death? He did good acts, but then he rebelled, man. And the scriptures speak about a man, a righteous man, when he turns from wickedness, forget about the righteousness he did before, man. So you have to be careful, man. Okay, that was it on that? Okay, go ahead, Zakar. Okay, didn't you have another one? Or you don't have that one? Is it relevant? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs. The book of Proverbs, chapter verse 20 and verse 18. Proverbs 20 and 18. Every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice.
And the counsel is what? The counsel comes from the prophets. That's the counsel you're supposed to be seeking, man. Okay? Oh, the scriptures speak about the multitude of counselors there's safety. But who's the counselors that you're supposed to have? The prophets, really. Those are really supposed to be the counselors, the wise men. Okay? Not the financial advisors, the wise men is really supposed to be the counselors, man. You deal with them when it comes to finance, but you deal with the prophets when it comes to life. How to move in the earth.
Right? Proverbs 20 and 18. Every purpose is established by counsel, and with good advice make war.
Right. And then you got certain people that are not giving good advice. Okay? And there's certain people that are not giving the good advice, man. Those are those false prophets. Go get some water, get some cans, but don't drink them. Just have them in the cooler. Okay, so what does that sound like? It sounds like he's getting ready for war. It sounds like he's getting ready for violence. Right? When the Lord said, what? Wait upon me. So there's somebody giving the right answer, and there's someone that's answering wrongly. All right? So now you as the listener, you got to go through the scriptures. You can't be a fucking zombie, man. You got to go through the scriptures, man. You say, okay, what does the scripture say? This, the scripture say that? But a lot of them, they're not even interested in looking at what the scriptures say. They're interested in what their emotions say, what their ego says. Now I'm gonna get my little show them leaving, and we can fight too. Right?
Right? Just to back up what you were saying, I think Jonathan tried to make a name for himself. So was it Jonathan in the book of Maccabees? Okay, so this is Proverbs 11 and 14. Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety.
There's safety. Look how much videos you have. Look how much camp channels you have on there. Right? That's called multitude of counselors right here. What more do you need? Videos get pumped out every day. What more do you need when it comes to rivers of living water? Huh? But you go and follow false prophets. That's on you. That's your problem. Go ahead.
1 Samuel 23 and 2. Therefore David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I go and smite these Philistines?
So what does it mean he inquired of the Lord? He went to the prophet. Okay? Probably the prophet Nathan. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto David, go and smite the Philistines and save Keilah. And David's men said unto him, behold, we are afraid.
Well, you should ask. You guys talking about, oh, they're doing the right thing. So if they're the Israelites, where's before they inquiring of the Lord? Are they inquiring of the Lord? Are they going to him because they're a prophet in that state right now? Go ahead. But the answer is no. Go ahead.
And David's men said unto him, behold, we be afraid here in Judah. How much more then if we come to Keilah against the armies of the Philistines? Then David inquired of the Lord yet again. And the Lord answered him and said, arise, go down to Keilah, for I will deliver the Philistines into thine hand.
Right. So he inquired of the righteous prophets. See, and he didn't just inquire if it was good news. Right. You know, he inquired whether they had something good to say or something negative to say. Right? Whatever it was, because that's what a true man of the Lord would do. Watch your bike behind you. Right? That's what a true man of the Lord would do. Okay? Not like Ahab, man. Yep. Ahab wanted to hear that smooth stuff. He wanted to hear the things that were pleasing unto his ears, man. Unto his ego and so on and so forth, man. You got to deal with what's right. Matter of fact, give me that. Okay? And that's a feminine trait to want to hear just good things. You want to, man should want to hear the facts. What's the facts? What?
God, Isaiah 30 and verse 9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Yeah, but then you're talking about the law. Well, the whole Bible is the law, man. So when you read Romans 13, that's the law too. Okay? That's right. So these guys are hypocrites, man. Go ahead.
Which say to the seers.
No, but they want to deal with the law that fits their narrative. Right. Okay? Right? No things that build their ego. That's the only part of the law they want to deal with, man. Go ahead.
Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Right.
Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit.
Prophesy what we want to hear, man. That's why the scriptures speak about those that go about with itching ears, man. Meaning what? They want to hear what they wanted to hear. They didn't want to hear what the true prophets of the Lord said. Because really, the true prophets of the Lord, they would know from cursing you out, telling you you're wrong, okay? Telling you to change this and change that. And it was very uncomfortable for these people. They had to get out of their comfort zone dealing with the prophets, man. Well, that's the only way to become a new man, is to get out of your comfort zone, man. How you gonna become a new man when it's a comfort zone? The comfort zone is the old man. That's the comfort zone. The comfort zone is the old man. What you were doing in the world. Of course you're comfortable there. You've been that for X amount of years and decades, man. Right? So you come into that new man, that's taking you out of that shell. And it's gonna be different. You know? But they don't want to do that. See? more on that?
Yep. It says, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
That's what they want to hear. Deceits, right?
Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
Right. And that's why these other camps, that's why they be getting all kind of money. Right. 6 figures, millions of dollars. Why? Because they're telling them what they want to hear, therefore they waxing rich. See, because guess what? Nah, you don't even have to hear. You know? Because guess what? You tell these people what they want to hear, you're gonna get a lot of money, especially if you lie to the money. You'll get all kind of money. They're Jackson, right? We're here to tell the truth, straight to skin. We don't care how people feel about it, right?
Just to add to your point real quick, because really these men, what they're trying to do is merchandise the truth, which Yahushua told us, you know, as we have freely received this truth, we freely give it. So you're not supposed to go out there and, you know, try to frame the truth according to your liking to get some more bread. You know, there's a reason why Yahushua, when he went into the temple, you know, he beat those servants, you know, he flipped the tables, beat the servants, because they're turning the Lord's house into a house of merchandise, man. But you're not supposed to do that with this truth, you know?
If Yahushua was doing miracles and making money off the miracles, that was 100% no cash off the miracles. The scribes and Pharisees would have tried to get with him. Yep. We believe on you, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We believe that thou art he. You understand what I'm saying? Oh yeah, because that bread is coming. You see the bread, right? So they would have followed him there, but Yahushua wasn't about that. Yahushua was moving in the humble to the same scripture said he made himself poor. They weren't feeling that spirit. They weren't feeling that. Go ahead.
This is the 1 John 4 and verse 5. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them.
Right. Therefore they speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. The world is hearing these other people because they're not speaking the truth. Okay? And these other camps, they're getting heard more because they're more of the world. You see what I'm saying? They're more towards the world. See, oh yeah, they can say they have the truth, but really they got like half a toe in the truth, and then the rest is in the world, man. They just use the scriptures as basically a covering, you know. But they're not following the words. They're moving like Esau more time. Give me Psalms 50, bro. What you got, bro? Let's sit on that. Go ahead.
This is John 4:19, and this is the condemnation that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light,
right?
Because their deeds were evil.
That's why they like the light, the darkness rather, because it's comfortable. Okay, like when somebody's sleeping, you turn on the light. That's uncomfortable. It becomes uncomfortable. All right? Understand? So that's why they want it. They don't. And the light represents the truth. That's why they don't want to hear the truth. That's why people be rolling by and they listen first, then they roll up the window quick. Right? It's hot as hell. You know, it'd be hot as hell outside. But we see these guys rolling up the window. Yeah, because the truth, then you don't want that light shining in through the window, man. Okay?
For everyone that doeth evil hated the light, neither coming to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Right, because that's gonna what? It's gonna remove his thoughts. Cut him. It's gonna make him feel away. Right? So you see these Edomites, they're always mad on the comment board. That was so long ago. Go ahead. That was so long ago. Oh my God. Stop being a victim, right? Why? Because they feel like they're being attacked. They feel now they're questioned, they're being questioned. Right? So that light is coming in. Now they gotta now all they need, they just believe they just came. They were like the savior. They were like God's gift to the earth. And now you're telling them this. You're really the curse to the earth. Fuck you. You know they get all crazy, man. Go ahead, man. Go. There's more. Go ahead.
But he that doeth truth cometh to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest that they are wrought in the Most High.
Right. Go ahead. Like, because this truth really messes up people's whole life, man. Yeah. So when people react, like, it really messes. If you're not of the Lord, if you're not one of your Yahushas, if you're not a righteous man in the spirit, this is gonna mess your life up. Okay? Because you're gonna meditate on what's to come. Go ahead. You're gonna meditate on what's to come. Okay? And you know that you don't want to change, so you already know judgment is on it. Like JD Knight, his life is finished. life like that. Since he heard you can't eat, you can't sleep. There's a lot of people can't eat, can't sleep once they heard this word. So, you know, brothers can get mad because of what you see them smile, laugh, or whatever. But it's like, bro, really they're messed up in this. When they go home and they ponder upon this word, or if they start looking it up, they can't eat, they can't sleep, right? Okay? They have nightmares. Okay? Right? Go ahead, man.
Well, but this is 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 4. It says for what?
JD Niger put a comment on those guys, those other bug outs, the Gnostic guys. You know, Gnostic, Baba rolling out and nonsense. They put a comment, put a couple comments, I'm cracking up. All he put, and there's no context, like below average. That's it, it's below average. That's the laughing. So like, when you say they're below, I don't know what he's trying to say, but whatever he's saying is funny as hell. Call it below average, just left it. That's it, no context. This guy is out of his mind. This guy is God. He's out of his mind, bro. This truth has completely decimated. His family don't speak to him. His kids, his wife locked him out of the house. He's done.
He's in the cut.
He's done. He's probably living out the car. He's done. You know, the mom don't want to see him. Don't come back around. If you're gonna keep talking about this stuff you're talking about they hear the tribe of Judah screaming Judah in the house, don't come back around. He's fucked up, man. You know, rocking the beats. It doesn't connect. Listen, they probably remember the time when he was normal, like a family picture. You know, he's smiling. You know, he's playing with the kids. But then he completely now his hair is all ruffled. His beard is messed up. This truth is doing a number on these people, man. And guess what? It's doing a number on you Israelites too when it comes from the true prophets, man. Because you really only pick and choose what you want to speak about. When you watch their videos, it's just clickbait. It's just, this Edomite comes up and gets sliced with him, and they're looking for the only reason they're outside is to look for clips. Hey, you know what tribe? Where you from? What nation you from? Oh, sister. You know, jumping off the podium, sister. Right? You know you an Israelite, don't all this basically harassing people. Okay? And they're not dealing with just the knowledge of the scriptures. And the scriptures is multifaceted. It's not just about what the hell they're bringing out. If you listen to them, you will never get on any level. You will stay on that same low level the whole time. Right? Yeah. Oh, open up your shirt. What's that under your shirt? Low level, man. And now what are they doing? Anyway, Salaki, what?
This is Isaiah 8 and verse 13. Sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. And he shall be a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense to both the houses of Israel.
Yeah, we're a rock, but don't pause unless I tell you to pause, man. Go read it again.
It says, and he shall...
Pause like, we gonna speak on that?
It says, and he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling, and for a rock of offense to both the houses of Israel, for a gin and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
That's it, man. Right? Because they couldn't comprehend the light, man. So when the light came, that was a snare unto them, man. All right? So guess what? That's not a snare unto us, because we will wait for the light of the Spirit. Right? The ones that are truly of the elect. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, and many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken.
And the ones that are not, they really were faking the whole time anyway. We're really just good actors and fakers. That's really what it is. If you come to the truth and you fall out, you're just a good faker. You know? Acting like you're really with this, but no, you get weak. And then it comes back in 5 months. You know, I could have been a millionaire by now. Or whatever's in your mind, man. I could have been, go back to pimping like I was before. It was fun. Right? Now I can't get no bitches. Go ahead, man.
It says that many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and taken. Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples.
Basically, a lot of you are just tolerating it. You're tolerating it until you can't tolerate it no more, man. Go ahead.
It says, bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples. And I will wait upon the Lord that hideth his face from the house of Jacob. And I will look for him.
That's it. That's it. Look for it. We're looking for Yahweh Shah. We're seeking Yahweh Shah. And that road is a dangerous road. It's a difficult road. Okay? And guess what? It gets more difficult. But as it's getting difficult, you're getting stronger. It's supposed to be getting stronger. And if you're not, guess what? There's going to be a certain time where that heat's going to be turned up to a certain level. And you're just going to fall right out of the truth. You're not going to make it. Okay? But those that are truly growing in the spirit, they're going to be able to get through all of that. Right? You got more? Go ahead.
Proverbs 4 and verse 18. But the path of the just is as the shining light.
Right.
That shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
Right, so you're supposed to get stronger. You're supposed to get more wise as you go forward in this path. Okay? But you have people that are not growing in the path, so when those more difficult situations come, they're just going to trip and fall. And they're not going to get back up. Okay?
So,
go ahead.
the way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble.
Right, they know not at what they stumble, man. Okay? They don't know because they're not wise. They don't see what's going on. They don't see. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, my son, attend to my words, incline thine ear unto my sayings. Let them not depart from thine eyes, keep them in the midst of thine heart.
That's it. What's the scripture say about how a wise man will hear word and he'll add on to it? Look at that. And he will add on to it. Wisdom will add on to it. It's not, a fool is not like that. You understand? Go ahead.
It's the book of Sirach 21 and 15. If a skillful man hear a wise word, he will commend it and add on to it.
Right.
But as soon as one of no understanding heareth it, it displeases him and he casteth it behind it,
Right.
behind his back.
Especially when it comes to rebuking him. Especially when it comes to him having to be put on blast, so to speak. Okay? And him having to check his own ways. That's when they really say, nah, it's ain't the spirit. Right? Go ahead. It's serious. As soon as it's all good when you're cursing out Esau, you're talking about the Byzantine Empire, oh, you're ruling. You know, that's deep. You know? Right? Then you start going into getting the books. But wait till he start talking about your brother. I don't think, I don't like the way you're moving, brother, because in the spirit, that's not the spirit. Yeah, you talking about the Byzantine Empire, I was with that. But now that's not the spirit. Now you're judging. Whatever the fuck he's gonna say, man. Because what? That's now the light is on him. Yeah. So now he's not adding no more wisdom unto himself. Go ahead, see what you got something.
It's Ecclesiasticus 32 and verse 17. A sinful man will not be reproved,
Right.
but findeth an excuse according to his will.
That's it. And that's a super red flag. Okay, someone who will not be reproved. Right? Okay? Being reproved is a good thing. Being reproved is great. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? Brothers can't, brothers reproved. I want to see. Okay, is this something that I need to hear so I can grow? That's my mind. Is this something I need to hear so I can grow in this thing? Right? That's a good. You know what I'm saying? That's how man we're supposed to be. Not how you gonna talk to me like that, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't talk to me like that, like he's some general, right? But hey, guess what? Read that again. That means you're like this guy. Come on, read that again. You're like this guy. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 32 and verse 17. A sinful man will not be reproved.
You're a sinful man. You love sin.
But findeth an excuse according to his will.
Now this and that, because the car broken. You know, I have to walk my fishing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say? All of that. All of those excuses you can think about, man. They won't be reproved, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta be like King David.
Yep.
Even him, when the Benjamin, I think it was talking shit.
Yes.
It was like, yo, let me hear this one. Probably the Lord is trying to make me see something that I have to improve on.
Show me how humble he is.
Yeah.
Because guess what, as the king, he's supposed to get blessed normal. Put up and tie him up.
Yeah.
Okay? The man was ready to, one of his men were ready to go put him to death. But his man was more mad than him.
Yeah.
You understand? Because that's really a capital offense. Speak against the king. Scripture say don't curse the king, not even that man. Jesus, man.
Is it like the guy that Solomon ordered to
Yes.
kill?
Yeah. Because that's what King David told him. So, you understand? King David told him all those people that need to be put to death before he died. See? So he really was showing mercy by keeping him alive until his death. You see? But that's the point, though. He was willing to hear that reproof, even in the position that he was in. Wow. Right? Go ahead. Real quick.
This is Proverbs 27 and verse 19. It says, as in water face answereth to face, so the heart of man to man. You know, I just brought that up because, you know, like certain traits that you have, you might not be able to see it yourself. Right. So another person has to show it to you. Just like when you look at your reflection in the water, you know, you see, you know, your countenance and all that. It's the same thing with a man telling you something you have to improve on, right? Because they're seeing a fault that you can't see.
Well, a lot of times you can't see it. It's just you need that boost. You kind of know, but then when a brother says it, it kind of gives you that joke. Yeah, you're right. That's what's cool. No? Right? So that's what it is. Sometimes you just need to hear a certain lesson from a brother, and that gives you that boost. Like, yeah, that's what I need to hear. You want it to hear. In your spirit, you want it to hear it to give you that boost. But guess what? The comfort of the flesh, like, I'll do it next week. I'll do it at some point. But at some point, it turns into 3 years, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bless up.
Psalm 141 and verse 5, it says, let the righteous smite me, and it shall be a kindness. Let him reprove me.
Hey, brother, when I hear someone that I believe is a man of the Lord say something, I take heed of that. Right? You know, a lot of times, like, oh yeah, you know, this brother, like, no, it's like, just tell me straight. You know what I'm saying? Someone older than the truth or whatever. Or even if he's not, and if it's wise, you know, wise, I'm gonna listen to him. Say, oh, can this help you to add on to the spirit? Well, mostly you're gonna get something that's gonna really add on to someone that's older. Not gonna get it from someone that's young. Okay? That's just how it goes. Okay? That's just the order. And the more you encounter brothers, the more you see that that there's levels to this thing too. You know? Truly see this. Right?
It says, let the righteous smite me, and it shall be a kindness. Let him reprove me, and it shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head. For yet my prayer also shall be in their calamity.
Yeah, go ahead. Read that again.
And it says, let the righteous smite me, and it shall be a kindness.
So we're looking for the righteous thing to do. Okay, the righteous is going to help you get better. Right?
Let him reprove me, and it shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head. For yet my prayer also shall be in their calamity.
Right? This is, go ahead. Oh, yes, okay, go ahead, man.
This is Proverbs 25 and verse 12. It says, as an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear.
Right? Because guess what? He's going to use that and get better. He's going to use that and get better. You can't coach nobody in any sport or anything that's not going to listen. Okay? You're trying to coach him to get better. He's like, don't talk to me like that. I'm going home. Guess what? That guy's going to be below average. Like J.D. Knight said, below average. Right? He's not going to get on no level. Right? Maybe this is saying they're on no level. Go ahead, man. My man, J.D. Go ahead, man.
This is the book of Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Right, because see in this world, they equate rebuke with hate. Rebuke is not hate.
It's love.
It's love. They equate in this world with hate because they're carnal, man. You got it, man.
Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Rebuke. So if we tell you, Jake's wicked or doing this and that, he's hating on us, right? That's not hate. That's love. If it's the truth, right? It's straight up love. You know what's hate? Oh man, I can't believe there was something I saw. Oh yeah, there was this kid, right? He's super fat, man. The kid's super fat. And the dude in the video, the parents give him, he's a lollipop. And he's like 43 years old, man. A lollipop and he's super fat. I'm like, yo, the parents hate that kid. They think it's love to just give him anything he wants, where he can destroy himself. right? Because he's fucking already super obese. And then you give him candy and lollipop, you get him addicted to candy and lollipop. Because in a woman's mind, you give him whatever, that's love. That's not fucking love, man. That's hate. Okay? You helping him destroy them. That's what Esau did. Esau helped you. He poured a bottle down your throat, and then you watch him. You understand? He put the bottle in your mouth. All right? He put the bottle in your mouth, and then he watched you. Yeah, go ahead. Bring it on up.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love.
Right, that's it. Right. So part of the discipline is to be corrected. Right? Because when you're doing, let's say if you're disciplining a child, what does it mean to discipline a child? It's to correct the child. Okay? Whether it's giving them some beatings, that's all discipline, that's all correction. To teach them not to go that way. Okay? Go ahead.
Back to Leviticus 19 and 17.
They think just all this coddle them all day. That's some type of boy. That's some type of love. That's not love. That's not love at all. Okay? And you're gonna see how shitty their life turns out too, because they were never disciplined. Okay?
Thou shalt, Leviticus 19 and 17.
Shit, looking at my own life, if I was truly disciplined, like if I was taught discipline on a real level, I said, come on, bro. Come on, brother. All right? You understand what I'm saying to you? Man, would have, you know what I'm saying? In the world, just dealing in the world, would have been on a whole other level. Go ahead.
Leviticus 19 and 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Right. So if you rebuke your neighbor and not suffer him to do something that's going to be detrimental to him in the long run. Right? It doesn't matter how it comes out, because, yeah, rebuke doesn't feel good, right? Rebuke doesn't feel good. Just like chastening doesn't feel good, which is nothing but rebuke of the Lord. Chastening is nothing but rebuke of the Heavenly Father. That doesn't feel good, but it says what? Okay? It's not supposed to feel good, man. It's called chastisement. Matter of fact, it's about, look at the word chastisement. Right.
This is Hebrews 12 and verse 11. It says, Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward, it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
That's it. And that's the same thing with the rebuke. Okay? It doesn't feel good at the moment, but it gives the peaceable fruit of what?
Of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
Right. So eventually you're gonna get a good result from that. Okay? Not from being coddled and letting you do whatever the hell you want. Remember, I was talking to this one chick. She was living with her brother and her mother. So it was just the mother, her, and the brother. And the brother, I'm looking at the brother's like super duper feminine, you know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing the way they're dealing with this guy. And I'm like, yo, you can't deal with a man child like that. You know what I'm saying? And like he was feeling what I was saying. Because they don't know. They don't know how to deal with it, man. They don't know how to raise a man child. And it's a shame, and that's why he was dealing with taking advantage of him too, because he just wasn't brought up the right way. Okay? But part of being brought up the right way is that chastisement, is that correction, that discipline. Who's reading? You got that definition? Bring that definition.
Selected. As a definition of chastisement.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it says in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it says to correct by punishment or suffering.
To correct by punishment or suffering. There's something called tongue lashes. You understand what I'm saying? You can be punished by the tongue, by being cursed out. No, I don't know. No, rub it, brother. I don't know. Brother, I think it's like I don't know. I think you could have, maybe, might have. think you might have been going a little bit left. You know what I'm saying? How about you going off? Right? Stop doing that shit. Like, boy, you fuck off, man. Straighten up. You understand what I'm saying? That's how you speak. That's how you what? You correct. You're using the tongue. Okay?
To cause to be more humble or restrained.
To cause to be more humble, man. You understand what I'm saying to you? That's what happens when you get cursed out. That's a humbling act. That's a humbling scenario. You get cursed out. And you gotta be obedient. That's a humbling thing. That's not a thing of pride. It's a thing of humility. But see, when you're full of pride, that's not gonna go well. And there's more scriptures on that. Go ahead.
Sirach 30:1. He that loveth his son causeth him oft to fill the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end.
Right. So that's even dealing with his son. You know, to bring up the right way, you gotta correct him on it. Okay? And I just let him do what he wants to do. The scriptures speak about bowing his head while I got to know.
Ecclesiastes 30, and I'm going to start at verse 7. He that maketh too much of his son shall bind up his wound.
That's called coddling. That's what they say, coddling. Matter of fact, look up the word coddling. Coddling. Right? C-O-D-D-L-I-N-G. Go ahead.
And his bowels will be troubled at every cry.
Right.
And a horse not broken becometh headstrong.
Right, meaning what he's going to do what he wants to do. Right? He can go whatever way he wants. Okay, go ahead.
And the child left to himself becometh
You're
willful.
supposed to rear up the child in your image. The child's supposed to be reared up and not doing whatever the hell he wants to do. Go ahead.
And the child left to himself will be willful. Conquer that child, and he will make thee afraid. Play with him, and he will bring thee to
In
heaviness.
other words, he'll become rotten. You ever heard about the term spoiler rotten? He'll become rotten, man. It won't be good, man. It won't be a good outcome, man. But let's say if you feel more discipline, you'll see a great outcome. Where later on, you damn near become friends with your son. That's what happens.
Oui.
Right?
No,
Because
no,
he's such a good group. He's so proud of what he became. See, we're learning that through the truth. Okay? We're learning that through the truth right now. Go ahead.
Verse 10, laugh not with him, lest thou have sorrow with him, and lest thou gnash thy teeth in the end. Give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not.
Familiarity breeds contempt. See, sometimes it gets hard, but that's what it is. Go ahead.
It says, give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies. Bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child. Lest he wax stubborn and be disobedient unto thee, and so bring sorrow to thine heart.
Right. That's why the Lord constantly had to deal with us like that, because, or else we would get too out of hand. So we obviously had to constantly put us in captivity, put us in captivity, put us in captivity. Unless his anger went too, unless he got too angry, seeing certain things, it's completely destroyed. See, we're already at the point of the Lord's anger is already at the tip of the top. See? But he left a remnant. He left a remnant still. You know? So, go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs 13.
On that? Go ahead.
Verse 13, chastise thy son and hold him to labor, lest his lewd behavior be an offense unto thee.
That's right. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 13:24. He that spareth his rod hateth his son.
That's right.
But he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes.
Right, they think it's love to just coddle the child, just let him do what he wants to do. But that's a woman's mindset. That's why the man is supposed to be in the house. See, but that's their job. They gotta, they know they're there to nurture or whatever. But the man is supposed to be there to set that discipline, that order. Okay? That's what he's supposed to be there for, man. Not the guy that will coddle the child on. And this place is out of order because if the father will say something, the mother might go against the father about it. So that's out of order right there. Because you're supposed to be under order under your husband. So whatever he says, you're supposed to Pop said that. Okay? Show me this place is all messed up. In the definition.
Cuddle, the verb coddling is to treat with extreme or excessive care or kindness.
Yeah, you gotta deal with some people with baby or kid gloves. You know? I don't like that shit, bro. I'm gonna talk to brothers a certain way, you know, brothers might get offended. Man, fuck all that shit. Listen, man, you get offended at this point in the game, bro, you ain't gonna make it. How about that? Go ahead.
To pamper.
Yeah, pampered, you know? I don't know, you might have went that. Like, you gotta fucking write an email and start at the beginning, oh, dear the woman, be concerned. I don't want to offend anybody. You know, my mission is not to offend, but to exhort. You know, you gotta go this big dissertation just to say that you're wicked. You know what I'm saying? Say you're going out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have ate that pork chop. I don't want to offend. I know what the scripture says all meat is good, but that's not what it meant. So I just want to break it down for you a little further in the spirit, in humility, with gentleness. Yeah, a little sprinkle of meekness. Come on, man. Jay gotta grow up, man. Jay gotta grow up. Go ahead, man.
So that makes me think of the account where Yahushua basically called Peter Satan.
Right.
You know, he didn't, like the brother was going into, he didn't have to write no dissertation and say, well, Peter, I think that what you're saying is not, you know? Because Peter was saying, no, Lord, you're not going to suffer the cross and all that. But Yahushua said, yo, shut up, man.
Yeah.
You know, saying, get behind me. He went straight to the point. You know? And Peter still followed Yahushua.
Right.
He didn't get offended and then, you know, I'm not following Yahushua. No, man. He still followed Yahushua, man. You know, he girded himself like a man, he took it like a man, and he considered what he was saying.
Yahushua wasn't like that. Yahushua was very straightforward. He didn't mince words. He said very straightforward, right? You know? Straight up, man. He didn't play games with these people, man. He said, if you want to be perfect, sell all you have, man. Go follow me. I want to go bury my father. He said, well, let the dead bury the dead. Let's go. Yahushua wasn't in that confident spirit. So I don't know why all that college shit. I don't like that. To be honest, I don't like that shit.
I don't want to.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
Yeah, synonyms, it says here, baby,
Yeah, baby.
nurse, pamper,
You want
spoil.
somebody's baby, you want somebody to tell you the truth. Straight up. Matter of fact, do that about the company. You gotta tell you. Go ahead.
And wet nurse.
Yeah, go ahead. There's something else?
That's it.
Go ahead. Carl, this
This the book of
you want
Galatians.
somebody to do, you know? Camera will curse us out if we say something. Right? Huh? See the video he did, bro. Oh, what? Especially, you know, Joseph and his wife. Oh, yeah, he's I'm talking about the pod shit. Go ahead.
This is the book of Galatians 4 and verse 16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Right, how about therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? We're just telling you the truth, man. We're telling you the facts, man. See what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, if you don't get it, you don't understand it. You know, and you get offended by it, that's not our problem, man. That's not our problem. Because you're not getting offended because we're doing nothing wicked. You're getting offended because we're telling you the truth. So that's on you. Right? That's not our problem.
When it comes
we have a message from y'all by Shah.
when it comes to your brother, like, you don't want to offend him, like.
Huh?
Like when it comes to your brother,
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, brothers, but the thing is, brothers have to grow up. You know, be able to take rebuke. It's not a thing of you gotta coddle a brother. You don't coddle a brother. Brothers are grown ass men. You understand? You're supposed to be a man. Scripture says, "Gird up thy loins like a man."
Yeah.
Get me that? You're supposed to be a man. And when you go to the fucking army, this motherfucker's telling you, "Oh, please, can you please maybe possibly put on your backpack?" No, get up, let's go troop. You know what I'm saying? Stand up, 10 push-ups, no, whatever the fuck he says, man. He just tells you. Okay? And that's what it's supposed to be. The brothers are supposed to be on that level to be able to accept someone saying something like that, like a soldier for Yahushua.
yeah, I understand.
Go ahead. Yeah, what else?
Second Ezra 14:14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, and put off now the weak nature.
Go ahead, read that again, bro. Might as well jump in front of everybody. Go ahead, man.
Second Ezra 14 and 14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of men.
Yeah.
Put off now the weak nature.
That's a weak nature, man. That's a weak, feeble nature. So I'm gonna tell you something a certain way. I didn't like the way. I get it, but I don't like the way. You know, when you watch them different podcasts and shit, like Red Pill type podcasts, the woman always saying that. Oh, I understand what he said, but it's the way he said it. So as a man, are you supposed to be in that spirit? Are you serious? As a grown ass man, you're gonna be in that spirit. Yeah, but it's the way you said it. Unless the brother fucking slap you. But then he's going out, right?
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
But the precept don't offend my little ones, you know.
Yeah, but the offense is that's well, how do you offend? You offend in things that are off, things that are going off.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? The offense is not in telling you the truth.
Yeah.
That's on you. Right? Because Peter was probably offended when Yahushua called him Satan, right? Oh, matter of fact, Peter was offended when Yahushua kept asking him about will you follow me? Are you my feed my sheep if you love me? He got mad. He said he got offended. You understand? But Yahushua is telling him the truth. He didn't say nothing that was off.
Yeah.
See, so brothers got to know how to differentiate an offense that is from wickedness and not doing things right. Right? Coming to a brother's privy, wiping his shoes on the carpet, you can't do those type of things, right? See? For example, you have to be able to separate the two. But tell a brother you're going out or doing such and such of the scripture saying, or you're just not being in the spirit, that's for his own good. However you say it. Oh, give me that to the forward as well as the
Watch out.
Even as the fact that if you don't rebuke, if you don't correct, that will be an offense too. On your
spirit is
part.
I was shy to the risk.
Yeah, so basically, if you don't rebuke or correct, that will be an offense on your part. It says what? Rebuke is better than secret love.
Right.
So it's better for you to reprove a brother and offend his feelings, and so that he can better himself. Than to keep your mouth shut and he keeps going in his wickedness.
Right. Well, Paul withstood Peter to his face. Say, yo, brother, you going off, man. Come on, man. You know that's wrong, right? Peter didn't write a letter. Third Peter, fourth Peter, the first verse. Paul went off. No. Go ahead.
So rebuke is not meaning yelling.
Right. It could be. It could be.
It depends on your spirit, right?
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. Either, however it comes. However it comes is how it comes, man. However it comes is how it comes. What do you want me to tell you? You know what I'm saying to you? A rebuke is not meant to be nice. Really. Right?
Yeah.
Isaiah 58:1, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet,
Matter of fact,
and shew my people their transgressions, and the house of Israel their sins.
And look at the blue letter, then we'll deal with the real definition of etymology, whatever. Let's go to the real definition, then make the etymology. Okay? Read that again, bro.
Isaiah 58:1, cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and shew my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
Lift up your voice like a trumpet.
Like a trumpet.
Yeah, it's yelling.
Yeah, that's what it is. Why are we coming out doing that to these people?
Yeah.
So how the hell we can do it to these people? All these people that some of them are the potential elect, and you can't do it to someone that's a brother that's going way off. I mean, it depends on the offense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, rebuke a brother crazy for, you know what I'm saying, some light shit. You know? But if it's a real serious, if it's like something getting like, yo, bro, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? That shit could have, you know what I'm saying? That could have gotten the camp in a situation. You know? They went up and slapped the Ishmaelite. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to get that harsh curse off. And then now that was a big rider. You got the brothers in me. What am I supposed to say, oh, brother? I don't think you should. Because, you know, one of the brothers almost got stabbed. Go get Kurt, go get that. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get your fucking hell, man.
Your whole thing is that you drive and take people out.
Against this, where the prophet rebelled, the commandments of the Lord, which is supposed to come back.
Oh, right.
So this is 1 Kings 13 and 20. Start at 19. So he went back with him and did eat bread in his house and drink water.
Right, because when he compelled him to come in, although the Lord told him don't go anywhere. That prophet lied to him and said, oh, the Lord told me you can come with me. Right? The Lord told him go straight.
Verse 20, and it came.
And that's another thing of not following the Spirit. And you're going to see the result of that, man.
Verse 20, and it came to pass as they sat at the table that the word of the Lord came upon the prophet that brought him back. And he cried unto the men of the Most High that came from Judah, saying, Thus saith Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, for as much as thou hast disobeyed the mouth of the Lord, and hast not kept the commandment which the Lord thy power commanded thee, but camest back and hast eaten bread and drunk water in the place of the which the Lord did say to thee, Eat no bread and drink no water, thy carcass shall not come unto the sepulchre of thy fathers.
Right. So ultimately, he didn't tell him that on a light way. He told that very harshly. He told him that very harshly. Right?
He said, scripture says, and he cried unto the men.
Right. So that which means to yell. Matter of fact, you can look
Faisait passer à ton fils.
Okay, that means to yell, man. Okay? So he didn't come to him in no meek, man. Brother, you know you're gonna die tonight. I don't know if you know this, brother. I said, brothers just gotta grow up. You gotta get out of that can't deal with male authority type spirit because your daddy wasn't around. Brothers gotta get out of that spirit, straight up.
But he also says that I'm not the faith of the Most High will respect a person. So if you gotta rebuke someone, right? Even if it's an elder, there's a way to rebuke, but you still have to do it.
But brother is a brother, right? Elder could get rebuked too.
That's it.
If you go off, you go off.
Based upon order, you come to, you're supposed to deal with an elder in a particular way, based upon order.
So you can't yell at your elder?
Huh?
You can't yell at the elder?
What do you think, man? What do you think?
Well, if you go off,
Okay, how you gonna do it? So let's say
there's some elder that.
Let me give you an example. Let me say one of the apostles is here. Let's say they do something that you go scream at them. You just gotta use common sense too, man. You gotta finesse, brother. There's a thing called finesse.
But there's some elder that left the truth. That maybe that needed that rebuke.
They're not elders no more. As soon as you leave the truth, you're not an elder no more. Your title is you're just a regular nigga in the world. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. He's a regular nigga in the world. Brothers gotta use logic and common sense and street wisdom, so to speak, to kind of move like, yo, finesse. You gotta so it's the spirit. That's
what I was trying to say since the get-go. You gotta use finesse. For each brother is different, right?
Right. With each brother, you can deal with each brother. But then again, you don't have to, brother. It depends on that brother's spirit himself. That brother might just be a rough brother. Certain brothers is just rough. Possible he's just rough. Certain brothers is just rough, That's just their spirit. They're not gonna come to you like because they're just rough. You know what I mean? And if you can't deal with that, that's on you. You see what I'm saying, brother? So another brother might deal with it a certain way. He might be able to go high and low with it. But certain brothers they're just on go.
Yeah, it depends on the
Just
spirit.
on go. You understand? So what are you gonna say? Give me the forerunners,
It's the book of.
We'll just have to add to the brother to answer the question, because even the Job, I forgot the young man's name. He came a particular way to speak in the midst of the elders. He said, I know I'm a young man, but the Spirit, is on me to say this. Yep. And he said what he had to say and rebuke those men. He didn't just come up and he came a particular way with finesse, like the brother was saying.
Yeah. So it took him a long time to speak.
Yeah. He waited for the right opportunity.
Right.
He let them son. He had the
and guess what? And if they're men of the Lord, they're gonna most likely they're gonna accept it. Most likely. I'll say most likely. Not necessarily. They might be men of the Lord and they might not, take that. But if they find out the brother was right, they're gonna have to get back. Damn, I should have listened to the young one. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. You have that definition?
God.
Okay, hold that in a second. Go ahead.
1 Peter 2 and verse 18, servants, be subject to your masters with all fear, and not only to the good and gentle.
Right. So the master in this case dealing with those, which really is also dealing with your physical masters too. It's also dealing with that in a sense too. But it's really dealing with if you want to go deeper in the spiritual sense, it's dealing with the elders and apostles over. Okay, go ahead. The brothers over. Go ahead.
It says, servants, be subject to your masters with all fear. No, not only to the good and gentle.
Because you got to remember, this is the ancient world. They can strike you, right? If you were a servant, so they can beat you lawfully or to spiritual state. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, not only to the good and gentle.
That's why there's a particular scripture on you can't give more than 39 lashes. There's a particular amount of lashes you can give a servant. And there's a scripture that says, don't be ashamed to make a servant the sign of the servant. So that was a custom man. That wasn't like, you know what I'm saying to you? So that was dealing with that too, because it's like, oh, I know the truth now. The Lord's coming to establish the kingdom. I got to listen to you, kicking over the wine bottles and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't listening to you. First of all, you're a Roman. You know? And you get slapped up. You know what I'm saying? Because you weren't being in the spirit. So it's also teaching you how to be in the spirit, even in those situations. Go ahead.
It says, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward.
Right, because now you also got brothers who come up rough, the brothers that come up, they might be on the softer, they come up softer, they're more finesse than how they come up.
Yeah.
You understand? But guess what? Brothers is all coming from different walks of life.
Yeah.
Right? You know, certain brothers was coming from that barbarian lifestyle. You think how you think the barbarians would do that? Right? You know, probably came into the funk and grabbing the chicken, grabbing the whole leg, only the spoons there, they use the fucking spoon. It's like put the canola, slap it with the plate. No, they have to be taught this, okay? You don't move like that. You see? So, brothers come from different walks of life, and there's really no sin in rebuking a brother. If you know what sin from falling apart. See what I'm saying? Right?
NLT. It says 1 Peter 2 and verse 18 in the NLT, you who are slaves must submit yourselves, must submit to your masters with all respect. Do what they tell you, not only if they're kind and reasonable, but even if they're cruel.
Right. So that's, like I said, it's twofold. Right. Okay, that's twofold. That's what he's always using.
Yes.
He's always using that. That's a good thing to choose what he wants to use. You understand what I'm saying? Don't worry, we'll read that for him in slavery too. We'll pull that out too. That's scripture. I can say that's scripture. Go ahead. Let's start that. Okay, you get that definition.
So that's what I said. He said, as we were talking about how the master is supposed to deal with the servant, in the law, in Exodus, it speaks of pertaining to the Israelite servants. If you smite him, like let's say you beat him too bad that he loses his tooth, you beat him so hard that his eyes, you mess up his eyes. You gotta let him free. So again, even like pertaining to those lashes or those beating, you want to make sure that you don't abuse it.
Right. Esau abused everything. He violated everything. He didn't do nothing. He violated everything. You got that definition? Get the cry first and get the rebuke. Oh, you got cry? Okay, he got cry. Let him get cry first.
Okay, this is the word cry in the blue letter. Hebrew is porah. It says
Porah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. That's right, brother. Porah. Yep. That's right. Porah.
it says to call out.
You gotta say Porah. You gotta put the extra on there. Go ahead. You see, I see brothers getting savvy. Go ahead, bro.
It says to call out, to call, recite, read, cry out, proclaim.
Right. Cry out, proclaim. Go ahead.
To call, cry, utter a loud sound.
A loud sound. So he was cursing them out for real. You understand what I'm saying? And the Lord didn't say and send another prophet to rebuke him to say, see, the way you said it to the brother, it was wrong. And do you think that was a good feeling that he had when he was curse him? Of course not. Especially what he was saying to him. But let me give you an example of finesse based upon the scenario. How did Nathan come to King David? He came to him with a story.
Yeah.
He came with a story, and then David like, oh, that guy should surely be death.
That's you.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's the king. So he said, listen, I gotta come over. No, it's the king. You can get rebuked the same way. No, it's going on. You can't get rebuked. You shouldn't be rebuked. You know what I'm saying? You gotta use common sense, man. You gotta use common sense. That's why I said if we're in apostles come, you don't see the apostles do it, just watching it from the back. And waiting for it to go. What? The camera tells you went off apostle. You don't just kick it over. You know? Rip his garment in 10 pieces to explain something. The kingdom is it's like I'm tripping. It's like, you know, rip his garment. Huh? Every city, you know, it don't work like that. This is the word rebuke in the blue letter. It says to prove, decide. It says judge, rebuke, reprove, correct. It says be right. It says to chide, convict, to show to be right. It says to adjudge. It says to reason, to argue. To argue. Yeah, argument is that's a rough thing. That's not a, you know, when someone having an argument, you don't hear them whispering, right?
To be chastened.
Chastened, you're chastened with the tongue, right? You're not gonna be chastened with the tongue in a way where it's thing like, you know, where it's like kind of like a soft. No, you be chastened with partial beauty. Oh, this thing. Look up. See what comes up. Go ahead.
The Strong's definition, it says to be right, reciprocal, it says to argue, it says causatively, to decide, justify or convict, appoint, argue, chasten, convict, correction.
And really the scriptures say they that sin rebuke before all. What do you think that's at? How do you think that's going to feel? To rebuke before all. To bring out the stuff that, you know, going off of this and that. You think that's nice? That's like you're on trial. Right? But that's what the scriptures say. Why? So they can see it and they can feel it. Say, okay, I'm not going to do that. You know? That's what you actually rather be rebuked on a solo dolo harshly. It's just you and the brother, than be rebuked before all. Right? You understand what I'm saying? What's more embarrassing? What's more, you know what I mean? Humble.
What? It makes me think of that story that I think that's in the Apocrypha. I forgot which book. The one where there was like those two, I think it's those two priests, or they were trying to lay with that woman. And Susanna, it's the book of Susanna. Those two priests that were trying to lay with the woman. And afterwards, the woman said, I'm going to speak out on what you guys trying to do. And they're like, yo, I can just tell the people that you committed adultery. You know? That would be like open rebuke. So that's kind of like, you know, they were trying to blackmail her to like keep her mouth shut. Because she knows that rebuke. And for other people, that's going to, you know, bring shame onto her. You know? Because her what's it called? Her fault is being brought to the masses. And truly, she wasn't wrong in that story.
Right. There's certain things that require that, and certain things you're going to speak on the solo. You know, you speak to your brother privately, right? But even if there's certain thing that's necessary for you to speak to him about, if you don't receive that, really, what? Bring up another brother, and then if he doesn't receive that, bring up a congregation, right? And then cast him off as a heathen. You see? But it all depends on what the level is. Mm-hmm. See, this is why you don't. See, that comes with time and the truth. Time and the truth. You'll start to learn these things. You know.
This is Titus 1 and verse 13. This witness is true. Wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith.
Sharp. Ooh, beautiful. Now look at that word sharp. I think that's was the word I was looking for. Sharply. Well, when you do something sharply, you make a sharp turn. That's abrupt. That's aggressive. That's, you know what I'm saying to you? You know what I'm saying? If you push somebody sharply, you know, that's a hard push. It's not no little, you know? You know, that's a harsh, you know what I'm saying to you? What does the word sharp mean?
It says abruptly.
Abrupt. That's rough. Abrupt. Hey, look up the word abrupt real quick, bro. And you have another definition like that too, right? You have rebuke. Rebuke, I just heard slack. Okay, look up abruptly in the regular words.
That's how you see the book is written by brothers, you know.
Yep.
And you don't mind are not like that.
Well, technically.
What?
It says abruptly, precipitously. It says sharply, severely, cruelty.
Cruelty. See what I'm saying to you? That's why the scriptures speak about spare not.
Yeah.
See, that's going into cruelty, dealing with words. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because you got to tell them the truth. You tell them the truth. It's not nice a lot of the times. You understand? That's why they hate them that want rebuke it in the games. Right?
In the strong definition, one of the words, the Greek word, it says temno, it says to cut.
Right? That's what the word does. Right? And if you're doing it, you know, you're doing it however you do it, right? Really, a rebuke is not supposed to be nice. There's certain rebukes that you be going off, do it nice. You understand? There's certain rebukes you bring to a brother, you do it in a calm, nice.
You're going off.
You're going off. Go ahead, guys. You're going off if you're doing that certain. Because that particular rebuke calls for some serious. Well, deny your house shot with your people for certain things. Turn the tables. There's certain times when it can cause to turn up the levels. Okay?
Call them vipers.
Yep.
Even, I think it was Jeremiah. He beat, the Jakes that laid with the other, the Jakes that married with the other heathen nations. He said he ripped their hair and beat them. That was a harsh reproof.
Right. How do you know if some of them want to be elected? No, you don't know. How do you know? Some of them didn't repent for real. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13 and verse 25. It says, and I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by the Most High, saying, ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourself.
Right, so the prophets were known to be rough, to curse people out, to come and bring so-called trouble and ruckus. They weren't known to play games. They were known to be on that friendly, rubber guy's back before you tell him the truth.
Yeah.
But like I said, it depends on the instance. It depends on what it's all about. Depends on who it's coming from. But I'm going to ask for you. Oh yeah, you have it already? Okay, hold that. What you got?
For 2 Corinthians 11 and 6, though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things.
Right, so that goes into what? Rude in speech.
That's right.
Right? Just but you're coming with the truth, bro. See? That's the difference. Right? Let's sit on that. You got something real quick?
The word abrupt.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Abrupt, which goes into the characterized or by involving action or change without preparation or warning, sudden and
Right, that's it.
unexpected.
The spirit just jumps on you. You see, you know what I'm saying? The spirit just jumps on you like that. And then what? It's like, oh, whoa. Kind of catches the brother off guard. Right? But you're coming with the truth. You're coming with a rebuke that's for his own good. So you're going to say, oh, you're wicked because you said it in a particular... That's feminine, right? I want you to know brother say like that. Right? Oh, it's the way you said it. Yeah. Fuck out of here with that shit. Right.
Rudely or unceremoniously.
No, I don't think like that. It's one thing if a guy... See, like, go back to common sense. One thing we're in a fucking restaurant. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a nigga going on and stand up, so no, nigga going off, nigga. Shamai and shut the fuck up. Right? Does that make sense? Is that common sense? Is that common sense? It's not common sense, no. That's pretty stupid. You know? The whole scriptures speak about a wise man will hold his words until late. You gotta find the right time. It's called something called in season out of season. Right? And if I get a brother, we in a place where it's just us or whatever. You know, maybe a couple, maybe like a 1, 2 people that don't matter passing by, who knows. But it depends on what the Spirit says. I ain't gonna do it in a fucking restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's a super public place. You understand? Go ahead.
Rudely or unceremoniously curt, lacking smoothness.
Rudely, lacking smoothness, rough. Like I told you, there's certain brothers that just naturally very rough anyway. Okay? Go ahead.
Lacking smoothness or continuity.
Right. Right? See? Jake wants to hear that wants it to be just smooth and it's like a nice transition. Like everything is honey. Everything is just honey. No, there's no bitterness. You know? It doesn't work that way, man. Yes, get that.
This is the book of 2 Kings chapter 5 and I'm going to start at verse 20.
Right.
But Gehazi, the servant of Elisha, the man of the Most High, said, Behold, my master has spared...
No, go back, go all the way to the point of when he cursed him out. Right? Because at the end of the day, Gehazi, right? That's the thing, Gehazi, right? Gehazi basically went to go get the gift from the guy that Elisha healed, okay? Or that through the most power of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You see? But while Elisha said he wasn't going to take no gift, Gehazi wanted to get. So what happened? He came back, Elisha cursed him out. He was a prophet too. Those were the company with prophets, right?
Verse 24, and when he came to the tower, he took them from their hand and bestowed them in the house, and he let the man go, and they departed. But he went in and stood before his master, and Elisha said unto him, Whence comest thou, Gehazi?
In other words, Elisha was over him. Remember the scripture says speak about obeying your masters. In other words, Elisha was over him. He was the head of that team.
And Elisha said unto him, Whence comest thou, Gehazi? And he said, Thy servant went no whither. And he said unto him, Went not mine heart with thee? When the man turned
this place is, listen, America's going to go out how Sodom and Gomorrah went out. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. The switch, the shade, the fire, and brimstone scriptures. America's going to go out like Sodom and Gomorrah as an end sound. Go ahead. Huh? On the Shabbat? It's wicked. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It says, but he went in and stood before his master. And Elisha said unto him, Whence comest thou, Gehazi? And he said, Thy servant went no whither.
Yeah, you know he speaks to a rough. Where you coming from? Where you coming from, bro? You know what I'm saying? No, you gotta talk to him. No, you have a nuts prophet behind him. No, you gotta talk. It's a brother now. Don't be so abrupt. You know? Now, you know he was questioning for real. Like, where you coming from, bro? Where you coming from, nigga? Type of shit. Yeah. You know? Fuck, where you been at?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, and he said unto him, Went not my heart with thee? When the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee? Is it a time to receive money and to receive garments and olive yards and vineyards and sheep and oxen and
It was cursing them out. It's not the time to get all that stuff. It's the time to be in the kingdom. Are we in the kingdom? Right? Go ahead.
and oxen and manservants and maidservants?
Right.
The leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee.
And leprosy is what? To look like a so-called white person, to have so-called pale skin. That's leprosy according to the Bible. Not no goddamn lumps on your face. Leprosy is so-called super pale skin, lack of melanin, and blonde hair. So that's what happened to him. Okay, he turned into a blonde hair, so-called white guy. Okay, that was the leprosy. So-called vitiligo, if you will. That's leprosy, right? Go ahead.
It says the leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave
And it's
unto
clear,
thee.
so that's how you know Esau's a damn deceiver. Because all through the Bible it tells you how clear, it tells you clearly what leprosy is, to turn white, to turn pale, to turn blonde. That's what it is. It's not, but then you go to the movies, they'll have a guy with a, yeah, like a fucking, he has to wear a veil. Where does it say that because he was leprous, he had to wear a veil? Where is anywhere in the scriptures? Because they had leprosy, they had to wear a veil on their face. That's not in any of the scriptures. Where did they get that from? The only one who had to wear a veil was Moses because he was shining, not because he was leprous. But
It says, the leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee, and unto thy seed forever.
Yeah.
And he went out from his presence a leper as white as snow.
oh, as what?
As white as snow.
So that's what happened to him. He cursed them out, and basically cursed them. Actually, he actually cursed them too. Okay, but he was still serving them after that. You know that, right? He didn't just go into the will. He was still with him. Okay, so he was still considered as one of the prophets. Understand? That went off. That was it. And that was the Spirit of the Lord that was on it. The Spirit of the Lord comes on you in this particular way, and nothing you can do but speak. Right? Especially if you're connected on that level. And then somebody come and try to point your spirit, tell you how you're going too harsh. You're gonna fuck you. You know? Well, I mean, you're gonna feel like yo, bro, you serious? Are you serious? As I said, brothers can't be in that feminine spirit. Brothers gotta be, the scriptures say, and the feminine's not gonna make it to the kingdom of heaven. Right? And that's an effeminate spirit.
Yeah, I got that rough spirit anyway.
Huh?
Yeah, I got that rough spirit anyway.
Right. We're just putting it into context.
Yeah.
So brothers know and brothers have to deal in a certain way. Brothers deal in that way. Every situation doesn't call for you to come softly. You know what I'm saying? In certain situations, you gotta come right. And if a brother don't get it, you just let him do what he do. And guess what? Y'all watch me outside with the show. You understand what I'm saying? What you got, bro? That's what. What, son? Okay, what?
This is Proverbs 9 and verse 8. Reprove not a scorner.
I tell you, nuclear missiles are coming from Russia to destroy the whole land. Hey man, it's like that. We have to. Sometimes we have to. The spirit move. Sometimes we gotta go rough. Go into some different prophetic stuff. Real prophecy.
Proverbs 9 and verse 8. It says, reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning.
Right. But if you rebuke a scorner, he's gonna hate the rebuke. Okay? And really the rebuke is not coming from you. It's coming from Yahweh Shai. So he's rejecting what Yahweh Shai said. You know, and if you're rejecting what Yahweh Shai is saying, ultimately that makes you a hypocrite. Just like these guys going out there, you'll see what's happening. I'm going to be going on right after this. I'm going right on YouTube. All right, to see what's happening. Right, because those guys, they're going to do things that are not the spirit, and they're not following the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Matter of fact, let me jump to Psalm 50. Okay, to the wicked sin. Right, we could tie that part to you guys, because you claiming to have to hold the scriptures in your hand. Believe in the Bible and talk about the law, statutes, and commandments. But then what are you doing? Are you following the spirit of Yahweh Shai? Are you following Yahweh Shai? Go ahead.
This is Psalms 50 and verse 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statute, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee.
That's it. That's what they do. They cast the words of the Most High behind them. That's it on that. They cast the words of the Heavenly Father behind them. Okay? So they don't want it. Where's it coming from? It's coming from the prophets. Give me Proverbs 1. Okay? Give me Proverbs 1. I will speak to you. No, I'm done.
This is Hosea 12 and 10. I've also spoken by the prophets have multiplied visions and use similar tools by the ministry of the
How
prophet.
the hell you believe you guys are a prophet and he's telling you something and you're not gonna hearken to it? Your first reaction is to buck up. I don't like the way you say it. My first thing is to be in fear. Like, is this, am I going off? Like, am I offending? Am I offending the Lord? That's my first mind. Not oh shit, how dare you? No, I don't. My first thing is no. Am I offending the Lord? Right? Am I offending y'all? But shit, no shit. Let me examine this. So I don't be knowing what's up in brother's heads, bro. I don't be knowing what's in brother's heads. I don't be knowing what scriptures brothers be reading. You know? I hear about how prophets rebuke roughly and all that. Them spirits of gold. Right? I hear about how prophets rebuke other prophets and brothers people roughly. Right? I already know that, so I'm not gonna get all emotional. My brother comes with that. My thing is, I want to be of the elect. I want to be on that chariot. I want to be of those that are obedient to your house. You understand what I'm saying to you? Everything else, whatever, man. That's water and bridge, man. Go on, bro.
This is Proverbs 1, verse,
got it. Okay, go ahead.
verse 22.
23, I think, where it says, I stretch out my hand.
Okay, go.
No, regarding none of my reproof.
Yeah, this is Proverbs 1 and verse 23. It says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye have refused. I have stretched out mine hand, and no man regarded.
Right.
But ye have set at naught all my counsel.
And the council, we read about the council having counsel. Okay? So we're telling them the council what to do, what not to do. That was the Spirit telling them. All them videos that brothers was doing about don't go up to, this is stupid, don't listen to the chief people. That was all the Spirit of the Lord. Okay? And the ones that went over there and do that, great. If something pops off, those Palestinians are there, I feel like something bad is going to happen, right? It's going to end up badly for those guys because they're going against the Spirit of the Lord. Right? Like Josiah did at that point. Like the Israelites did when I read the first scripture I read to you, Deuteronomy 1 and 41. Okay? They were disobedient to them. They weren't following the Spirit, right? And they ended up in a bad situation, right?
It says, verse 25, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I will laugh. I also will laugh at your calamity.
Right.
I will mock when your fear cometh.
That's why when you cry to him, he ain't listen to you. Then that's what I told you, stupid.
Word.
Don't you understand the Lord is speaking through his men? Yeah. Don't you understand that? So when you go up, he's like, I told you, dummy. That's why I said, if you rebuke a brother, you don't receive it. Just let him, okay. I'm not going to call him every day. Brother, I told you not to do that. Now, I'm not listening. You send a message. You shouldn't do that, You call him again, don't do it. I told you don't do it. Just let the Spirit of the Lord do it. The Spirit of the Lord's going to teach you. He's a better teacher than us.
Right. Scriptures say, if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant still. Right. If they want to listen, let them do what they do.
Yeah.
Because even I think with Jeremiah, when the Babylonians came and took down the kingdom of the southern kingdom, Jeremiah told them, just go with the Babylonians.
Right.
The Lord said, just go. And then don't buck up, don't fight, but them, they wanted to go and get help from Egypt. Right. What happened? It was a worse end for them, man.
Exactly.
The Lord destroyed them.
The Lord told them to submit to the Babylonians at that time. He told our people to submit to the Babylonians. He said that to Jacob. He said, submit. Don't buck up just when you're going to be in an okay case. Because it was their time to rule.
Yeah.
They were that golden head on that statue. Just like it's the devil's time, Esau's time to rule now. Okay? You got to let Esau's time play out until the Lord comes and destroys this. Okay?
That was basically them fighting against the Lord's rule.
Yes.
They're basically fighting against the Lord. Like it's quoted earlier in the beginning of the camp, Romans 13. Yep. It tells you that every part that's set in place is set by Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai. If you go and try to go against it, you're fighting against the Lord, man.
Right. And you try to, it's silly, man. They're protesting. Let them protest. Let them do what they do. They protest. Let them protest. I'm not worried about it. You protest. That's all part of prophecy. Them coming up against Amalek, it's all part of prophecy. Why do I have a problem with that? I don't have a problem with that. They got to do what they have to do. Okay? Yeah, there are a lot. We bring that out. We bring that up. I'm not gonna go fucking focus and scream at them for there if they have a big fucking parade of scream. Oh, okay, you going off? You guys ain't right, man. You're heathens, bro. I'm not. You might say a 1-2 thing and then you keep it moving, man. Focus the whole camp on them because they're passing by. Why? Because they want that clickbait. They want that they pulled up. A bunch of Palestinians pulled up. We got busy with their hands. You know, they got the Tyson Fury tree. That's what they want. They want that clickbait. You know, and that clickbait spirit, which is not the spirit of Yahushua. The spirit of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, not the spirit of clickbait. Okay? So you go to that spirit, the Yahushua is not with you, and he's not going to help you. Go ahead.
It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
So that's it on that. Go ahead, Zabak.
That's something similar to this. Zechariah 7 and 11. But they refused to hearken and pull away the shoulder.
Right.
And they stopped their ears.
That's what these guys are doing, man. We're telling them something. Say, man, fuck you, y'all are scared. Right? But let shit get real. Let things really pop off. Right? Let them those Palestinians bring some knives to the fight. They stop them. Scripture speak about how your enemies gonna have you running 7 different ways, man. Jake right up there, Jake dispersed. Some Jakes jump over the fence, right? Like some gremlins I know. Try to do me around here, jumping over. I mean, the man didn't want to leap over the fence, man. That was a huge fence. So some of them Jakes are gonna be in that spirit. Okay? So yeah, Olympian. Brother, I mean, no, brother. I mean, they would have signed him. If they saw him, bro, they would have said, nah, this guy is not. Yo, brother, if I show you it was like this height. I promise it was this height. It was this height, the man jumped over with one jump. The man went, I was in amazement, brother. I was chasing him. I was in amazement. Oh, shit. I'm sure you didn't love his friend because his friend was fat. So there was no hope for the friend. And he saw the friend coming, hurry, the friend trying to jump, he fell on his back. Turn him, man. You can't. Look at this nigga like, bro, come on. If I wanted to, you know? If I was really vengeful. Yeah. Let's start rolling some darts. Go ahead. Anyway, so like it, bro. But but that's an example of how your enemies are, the Lord will have your enemies free. Hey, brother, we'll talk about that after. But that's an example too. They both of them at some point someone was fleeing.
And stop their ears that they should not hear. Yet they make their hearts as adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts hath sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Therefore it is come to pass that as he cried, that he would not hear. So they cried, and I would not hear, said the Lord of hosts.
But that shows you how much furious. But anyways, Salaki, read that again, brother.
Zechariah 7 and 11. But they refused to hearken and pull away the shoulder and stop their ears that they should not hear. Yet they made their hearts as adamant stone.
Yeah, they hardened. Drink is hardened. Drink is fucking hardened. Now, hey, like my pops used to say, you don't hear shall feel. And that's a whole like island Benjamite type saying, you don't hear shall feel. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts hath sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Therefore it came to pass that as he
things are
cried,
getting ready to happen, man. And things are moving in the earth, man. The Lord is having things moving in the earth. You know 2024 is going to be real serious, man. And the spirit is going to change. It's not going to be the same, man. Because we're going to have a lot of danger. There's going to be a lot of danger in these places, right? A lot of people coming up, a lot of people that's more hatred. It's going to increase. It's going to get more. It's not going to be the same, man. Look how we're out here now, man. Things are going to change, man. We're in that time, man. We're in that time, you know, those people, the same people in the ancient world coming back and fulfill their allotments. Being false accusers, you know, coming up against the prophets. You know? See what I'm saying? Those agents from back then, those little zealots from back then are falling in their lot. Right? But the lot of the wicked shall not rest upon the righteous. A lot of the wicked will not rest. They're not going to listen. The Lord is going to defend the true righteous. A lot of you Israelites out there, fake Israelites, are nothing but human shields, man. You want to divert the attention, right? Because you're sloppy. You're doing nasty. Okay? He's already got you in the database. Okay? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 2 and verse 6. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly.
We're moving and growing in the spirit of Yahweh Shine wisdom, man. These camps, they're still on that. Basically, if this was high school, if this was like classes, they're still in daycare, man. They ain't left daycare. They're still. Jesus is black. That's as far as the knowledge goes for them. That's common knowledge. That's common. Edomites know that. All right. So that's as far as they go. You're not gonna get no truth. But guess what? They'll feed your flesh all day. All your flesh will be fed. What?
It says, He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of the saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path.
Yeah, things are going to get tight, but it's going to be a way for the righteous, light for the righteous. How to move, where to go, right? How to maneuver out of situations. For these guys, it's not going to be. They're going to be in darkness like everyone else. Their lamp, first of all, their lamps has gone out. Give me that. The 5 students. Their lamps have gone out. There's no oil in the lamp. So how are they going to see? They're going to be just like everyone else. Oh, give me that. The wicked know not what they suffer for.
Verse 10, When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things.
That's Esau, Edom, that's his troops. That's these other people out here that are enemies of the truth, that are going to rise up against Israelites. Okay, because that time is coming. We're coming to that point. We're going to have a lot of enemies out there. Everyone else is an enemy. Everyone's an enemy. They're going to rise up against, this doctrine. And including you that are pushing, mixing false doctrines. All we all like, hey, when it rains, it doesn't rain on one else. Right?
Like in the Matrix, the woman in the red dress. What? The woman in the red dress.
What do you mean by that?
They're enemies.
Okay. But okay. We'll break it down, brother.
Oh, well, just like anyone that's still connected to the Matrix in the movie could be a potential agent.
Right.
So even those that so-called have the knowledge that they're Israelites, but if they're not walking after Yahweh Shai according to the real doctrine, they're still enemies.
Exactly. Including Jake. Right? Those are some of the worst enemies. Jake. Okay? You got more on that? That was it. Okay, go ahead. Oh, no, go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4 and verse... Proverbs 4 and verse 19. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble.
Right, because they don't have that light. Right? The oil is gone out. So, see, that's why they're going to be asking us for answers and things of that nature. All right? Go ahead.
This is Daniel 12 and verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.
They don't really understand this thing. They don't really understand. They think this side of the truth is boring, lackluster. They don't understand it. Okay? And go ahead and go to pass. Right? They don't understand it, right? But the elect does. Okay? The elect will get it. You know, and they're gonna be delivered in it. Alright? Go ahead.
This is Matthew 25 and verse 1.
Yep.
It says, "Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Yep.
And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish.
The wise represents the elect. Okay, the foolish represents those other guys. Okay, they're so-called teaching the truth. They're not of the elect. Right?
It says, they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all stumbled and
But you need Yahweh Shai to produce the oil anyway. No, you can only get the oil if Yahweh Shai is with you. See, they're not putting on Yahweh Shai. They're not dealing with Yahweh Shai. They're doing what they want to do. Go ahead.
John 8 and 12. Then spake Yahweh Shai again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life.
Okay, so you got to follow him to get that oil to be filled. They're not following Yahweh Shai. Right? They're coming to the understanding they're Israelites, and that's where it stops. Right?
it says, verse 5, while the bridegroom tarried,
They might even call on Yahweh Shai. But then they're not putting on Yahweh Shai. See? They're not walking as Yahweh Shai. They're not walking in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. They despise the way that Yahweh Shai walked. They despise the mindset of taking the way. You know? Of being content. You know? Not using the ministry for carnal gains. You know what I'm saying? They despise all of that mindset.
because they want the glory now. You know, now understanding that, like the Apostle Barney says, for honor, is humility. And Yahweh Shai, he had to be, humble, right, before he gained the kingdom, man. Likewise for us, Yahweh Shai said the servant is not greater than his Lord. So we have to go through these things like Yahweh Shai walked, and then afterward we get the glory. It doesn't come down, man.
Right.
You know?
Go ahead, bro.
It says,
hold on. You want to jump in?
Luke 10 and 16, he that heareth you, heareth me. And he that despiseth you, despiseth me. And he that despiseth me, despiseth him that sent me.
Right. So you despise us, you despise Yahweh Shai. They despise the ways of Yahweh Shai. That's why they despise our ways. You understand? Oh, that's cowardly. They would look at Yahweh Shai like he was cowardly. When he ran, when they were trying to throw him off the mountain, he ran and he ducked, he ran. He ran away. He had spiritual power. Right? He could have had them all turn blind and walk off the mountain if he wanted to. But nope, he just ran and didn't. See? So they would look at it, they were like, that's cowardly. No, you can't, no coward, you know? You're the one that fought the whole crowd. Right? That would have been the last you heard of guys. It's like through the sword, bro.
Listen. Back to Matthew 25 and verse 5, it says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And
right, that's us getting the truth. You understand? That's us getting the truth. The trimming the lamps, the sleep is us not knowing the truth. The trimming the lamps is us getting the truth as a people. Right? But then you have those that got the truth, that was the elect, those that got the truth. And there wasn't no oil in there for real. You know? So they might have a little drop, couple drops of oil in there. Then that went away. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
it says verse 8, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
There's going to be a point where they're going to want to consult with the true men of Yahweh Shai, the true men of Yahweh. They're going to see what's the true breakdown. No, when the chip starts to come and the more things that we say start to pass, start to see the Lord is really dealing with us, they're gonna want to know, right? But guess what? We're not gonna have any answers for those guys. We're not gonna have any answers. It's gonna be proven at that time that since it's too late, the Lord's not dealing with you, right? Get your house in order. You know what I'm saying? Google. Google. But you see, Google might not be available. Because the truth is not on Google. You can't Google. Understand? Unless you find a video. But they're probably Google with that. Go ahead.
It says verse 9, but the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and for you and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves.
Right, go to them that sell. Really go to Yahweh Bashanel Shai, and if he wants to help you, he'll help you.
That's right.
But we have nothing to say to you, man. So that's also the time where what? Mouth is basically speaking to the wicked one. Our tongue is speaking to our mouth. You understand? Which there might be there's times when even now they come in and try to hear us and learn certain things. They're watching the apostles, they're watching us videos, and they're trying to learn something. There's gonna be a time they're gonna be asking questions. You know, this guy, bishop in this camp, right? But then guess what? Now we're at the time now. That's going to be the time when they're going to see who the Lord is dealing with. We're going to start to see more and more. But damn, we got to get this knowledge. It's going to be too late for those foolish virgins, man. Got more on that? Too much? Okay, go ahead.
This is Amos 5 and verse 13.
Yep.
It says, therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time.
It is an evil time. See, so when things start to get rough, right? When things start to get real and shit hits the fan, that's when they're going to want to learn the truth, especially, right? The things that we've been saying come to pass. That's when they're really going to want to learn. See, but it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late, right? Go ahead.
Got another one?
Okay, go ahead.
This is Amos 8 and verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord.
Right.
And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
They're not going to find it. That's right. Right? They're not going to find it. Which either way, even if the word was in front of them, they wouldn't find it. That's right. The Lord opens their mind. That's right. So, whatever, man. Later for those guys. You know what I'm saying? You got something about that?
Yeah. Ephesians 5 and 14. Wherefore he said, awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light.
Woo, and that's what happened. Right? When we were sleeping, we were slumbering, so we didn't know the truth. But then Yahushua came in and gave us that light. See? And he even opened their minds to know that they're Israelites. To believe that. But hey, many are called, few are chosen. Go ahead.
See then, that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools.
And even some even went into the right path, following the apostles and elders, and that light that oil just burnt out. Right? And they fell on the truth. When they came with some other doctrine, they started calling on Bartholomew. Go ahead, man.
It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
That's right. And they're not walking circumspectly. You can see that with these other cats. They're not moving circumspectly. They're falling right to Esau's trap. Esau is easy for Esau. If Esau, like if I was working before Esau, I said, okay, all you gotta do is this is easy. You gotta do this, that, you know. Put a protest here, you guys gonna bug out, have a Egypt Proctor did the protest and tell them that he's a Israel. Like, oh, they're gonna lose it. And they used to have someone shoot something and you know.
What's it called? Agent provocateur.
Easy peasy, man. Easy peasy, bro. To get these guys off of their square and do some nonsense. Because they're not being circumspect. They don't even see that Esau is trying to set them up. They don't even see Esau is trying to build a narrative, man. They don't even understand the scriptures. It's about the accuser of our brethren. You ever hear a camp read that scripture? Like outside in the camp. You ever hear them, accuser of our brethren? They don't go to those types. The only scriptures they go to, Jeremiah 14 and 2, Revelation 1:13. Oh, lick up dust. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Yeah, Revelation 13:9. You know, the Hebrew Israelite precept package. Just to add to your point, they're basically skin Israelites. You know, like the prophecy in Ezekiel 37. You know, some of those dry bones, some of them received the skin, but what? They didn't receive the breath. Right? Meaning what? The spirit that comes with the truth, right? You know, knowing 100% truth. Then they don't know it. The only thing they know, like the brother was saying, is the few precepts of Revelation 1, Jeremiah 14 and 2, just basically knowing that they're Israelites, that's it. You know? Anything outside the prophecies and Revelation 13 and 15, you know, the breakdowns of the future events to come, none of that. They don't have that knowledge. You know? They know they're Hebrew Israelites, and they know they like macaroni and cheese. That's it. That's as far as it goes. You know? But Zephaniah, whatever the name they got, right? I like macaroni and cheese. Right. These are low-level Israelites.
And just as the brother said, pertain to being skin Israelites, like it even tells you don't say because Abraham is your father that you're going to obtain salvation. It goes deeper than just knowing that you're an Israelite. That's right. And it goes about having faith in Yahweh Shai, following the commandments and walking in the fear of the Lord. Right. You know, having faith in Yahweh Shai. Right. Right. They don't have it.
Right. That's just the qualification. That's just like the first step. What about the rest? That's just the first step. What about the rest? What about believing on Yahweh Shai? And the scripture says, "Oh, why you call me Lord and not that which I say?" It's not just about saying you believe. You better actually back that up with actions. Oh, yeah, do it. When you have it, read it. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
Matthew 7.
No. Let me read this verse. Go ahead.
This is Luke 6 and verse 46. It says, "And why call ye me Lord? And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?
Right.
Whoso cometh to me and heareth my sayings and doeth them, I will show you to whom he is like." He is like.
Oh, that's easy. Go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
It says, verse 48.
So that's it. So you call him Lord, but you ain't doing this shit. You call upon Yahweh Shai, but you ain't putting on Yahweh Shai. You're not doing the things that Yahweh Shai said. What?
It says, verse 48, "He is like a man which built an house and dig deep and laid the foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, the streams that beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it's founded upon a rock."
Right. So he was stable. Man. He was stable in the truth. Give me Isaiah 33 and 6. Man. He was stable in the mind. But these guys that are not doing what Yahweh Shai said, they're not going to be stable because they don't have the oil, man. They don't have the wisdom. Okay? They're just costume Israelites. They might as well just put it on for Halloween and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't real. They're not real. Okay, hold on. Read that.
This is the book of Isaiah 33 and verse 6. "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure."
That's it. The fear of the Lord is his treasure, man. Okay? So and he's going to be stable. They have that stability. They're not going to have that. I'm telling you, the Israelites are going to bug out just like they were regular people in the world. When all hell breaks out, you're going to see these guys that used to be ISUPK, this and that, they're going to be bugging out just like, what am I doing? Because, my gosh, they're eating people. They're eating people in there, yo. You know what I'm saying? Dog, bro, there's wolves outside, bro. The scripture says, you don't speak about wolves being outside. Right? Because they're lost.
Like we try to set up camp on that day.
Them guys are so bugged out, bro. They're gonna be late to the memo that is the family of the word. They're gonna be late to the time it's supposed to be pulled off the streets. See, because they're not even the prophets of the Lord anyway. Right. See what I'm saying? So they're gonna be late. They're always late because they're not the prophets of Yahweh Shai. They're lost, bro. They're lost. Listen, what proves they're lost? A lot of them took the juice. That's what you know. You need to know. Any of you brothers took the juice? I'm not joking, man. I know brothers like that. Oh, he took it. Oh, well,
Go ahead, man. Back to Luke 6 and verse 49. It says, but he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation built an house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently.
No foundation. The one said the sand, but the one this was like no foundation. You just put basically glue, you put some glue, and then they'll try to stick the wood on the glue through. It's obviously they're not gonna stand. So that's the same thing with these guys, man. Spirit's not working with them, man. Alright? Although they're speaking about Hashem Mashiach, but you're not doing what Yahushua said you do. You're not doing what Yahushua was doing, what the apostles were doing, what was written. For this time, you're not doing it. You're talking about, about the time of Gideon. But we ain't in the time of Gideon. We're in the time of Gideon. You don't even have an army. You don't want to be in the time of Gideon. Go ahead.
So the streams
There's
did
no prophecy on that, and that's how you're going to take down Esau. So what are you talking about? Yahushua is going to take down Esau, but that's after World War III, so we got to let this go. Go ahead.
It says, streams did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great.
Right, so the ruin of these guys are going to be great. The fall of these guys are going to be great, because they're not moving in the spirit. Like I said, man, if that thing falls out of that, I expect something bad to happen from that, man. Whether Esau builds a nature, whatever, narrative behind that, or whether the police grab one, I just don't see it going well, because they're really just ignoring the spirit. They're really just moving the shoulder and counsel Yahweh Shai. So I see something bad coming from it. Right? And by the way, see how dumb, bro, Jake is just stupid, bro. And in Chicago, like a day after or something, like around that time, an Israeli went and shot up one of the Palestinian protests.
Oh.
An Al-Qaeda went and shot that shit up. But that's not even on the news. You see how the devil operates, right? Why is that not on the news? That's a school, like a major shooting. Huh? Oh, because it's one. Okay. So you see how the fuck they operate. But all that is happening in Chicago. You're gonna go there to go do that. So you're just helping the devil put you into some narrative, man. Jake's are simple.
157.
Go on.
James 1 and 21. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness.
Right, that's that being extra, doing too much. That's what you guys are doing. You're doing too damn much, right? You know, this damn microphone is like, even that, right? It's like, it's 1992 stuff, bro. But anyways, do what you want to do. But I don't see the point of it. You know, I don't see the point of that, bro. You know? Go ahead.
And receive with meekness.
There's a certain authenticity that comes with speaking just with your natural voice. Right?
Yeah. And receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your souls. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Right, you're only deceiving yourself actively, putting on the costume of an Israelite. Okay?
Just as it says in Ezekiel 33, your voice is as a beautiful song, but they refuse to do it. You know, but yeah, they hear your words and say, yeah, it's nice, but they won't actually put in the work and follow the right doctrine.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're gonna acknowledge that real prophets were among them.
Right. Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that word.
Yeah, they did evil before the Lord's eyes. I mean, they didn't do what Yahweh said to do to his prophets. Okay, well, we're telling them. Okay? Yeah, and the prophets are the authority. Okay? Good.
It's the book of Philippians,
Don't
chapter
get the last scriptures. Go ahead.
Philippians 3 and 17. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, And I'll tell you, even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Yahushua Mashiach.
And that was getting Paul pissed off, man. I was getting Paul upset. See how these guys are moving. Right?
Whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly.
Right? God, their selves, their belly, their own agenda, their own ego. Right? When you look up the word ego in the etymology, it's I, meaning themselves. Okay? Right?
And whose glory is.
Because when they do these things and they come and they speak about, oh, yeah, you guys are heathens. We're over. Read it again. You know, holy people. That was above all. What does that do? That feeds their ego. Yeah, it's true. And Jake needs to get out of that low self-esteem spirit, but that's not what the truth is about. Just that. And that's what they make the truth about, so they can feel good. You understand?
Yeah.
That's what it's about. When you first come into the truth, yeah, you want to curse out the heathen because you can have so much built up anger. But then after a while, you gotta grow out of that and start going into the more intricate parts of it, right? The other aspects, right? That's really the milk. That's really like the ABCs of it. Yeah, we're above all nations. Yeah, we're the Israelites are so-called people of color. So the Lord is so-called black. Okay, cool, got you. Now what about the intricacies? What about how to walk in the spirit? You know what I'm saying? What about how to deal with your brother for real? You know what I'm saying? What about the doctrine of Yahushua? What about all of that? The importance of the name. What about all these things that you guys don't speak about? See, that's why. People follow you, they're going to follow you, they're not going to go anywhere. Go ahead, bro. Verse like a hamster on a wheel, man. Go ahead.
Verse 19, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame. Who mind earthly things.
They're just going to get shame. Even that whole thing was shame. The way they did it, the way they was all, everything about that whole situation with that thing was shame. You know, even had the security guard was protecting him, at the same time he's telling him to shut up because it's like they're making it worse. How does that work? You know what I'm saying? And then you go get beat up by, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, what did that do? How did that forward the leadership? Huh? It's childish, bro. That's what we used to do in high school. It's to meet with other high schools to go fight. And you don't even know why you're there. Why? You go fight with this high school. Oh, okay. You know? You don't know why you're fighting. You don't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? Say, okay, you fight this guy. Then they're set up the fights. Like it's fucking Tekken. Huh? Now, round one. You don't know why you're punching together. Go ahead, man. I'm serious. It was that stupid, but this is what these guys are doing.
Because you mentioned us being the authority in the scriptures, that's starting with the elders and apostles. So
and it's like, okay, but you got, let's say a whole group of Israelites come to protest. Those would be a whole different group of Israelites. Not even the same people.
Yeah.
And you're going to fight them. Okay, for what? That's childish. People was out here protesting. I wasn't out here. I had his head. How is that wisdom? It's childish, bro. It's just kid shit. And you guys follow people like that, you're going to end up in destruction. Go ahead, bro.
2 Corinthians 5 and 20. Now then we are ambassadors for Hamashiach, as though the Most High did beseech you by us. We pray you in Hamashiach's stead, being reconciled to the Most High.
That's it. Right? So we're going to end on that. All praise and honor.
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai Ba'Hashem, Hakodash.
As the apostles and elders of the great millstone, citation, much love and respect to you. I can push this word out of truth and sincerity. Shema. Yasha Allah.
Yasha Allah.
Yahweh.
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 Shema.
Shema.
Allah.
Yasha Allah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Yahweh.